text thing goes off if Whole Foods text.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That way, if you have any feedback on the slide or stuff, I don't have to keep running over to the computer. Let me make sure I have the sliders. Let's see, here's one. I think we'll only need, oh yeah, have 2 of them.
I have to.
Okay. We'll just do it a little bit in the glute section and then some ab stuff with them. I think that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Stand up. We'll start with some head circles.
I don't do head circles, so you go ahead.
Oh. Okay, well, move your body in some kind of circular motion. You can let the torso move more.
Head circles make me feel sick.
Oh, and go back around the other way. And take some shoulder circles. Circle up and back. I'm gonna tilt my camera up a little bit. Take about 5 of them in one direction. And then reverse 5 the other way. And then add the arms into the mix, straight arms, circle up and back. Taking about 5 in one direction. When you take 5 in one direction, you can take them back and forward. About 5 of them here. And then from here, we'll move into a side stretch. So feet can turn out slightly, just leaning into one leg, taking it up and over, working through the obliques. If any extra movement feels good to do here, you can do that. Couple more seconds. Then move towards that bent leg, find a low lunge. We'll move into our straightening and bending that front leg. So start to straighten it, send the hips nice and high. And then bend and drop the hips low. We have 5 of them. Straighten and send the hips high. And then bend and drop the hips low. Straighten and send it high. Bend and drop it low. Straighten and send it high. Bend and drop it low. Last one, straighten, hips go high. And bend and drop it low. Stay nice and low right here. You can take a moment to stretch if you want to make some circles around that front leg. If you want to let your back knee come to the floor, just opening up through the front of the hip. A few more moments here. And then if you change the shape of that lunge, you can bring your hands back down, activate that back leg, pivot towards the side to come into a side lunge, so same leg stays bent. We'll just take 5 sets of shifting side to side, keeping the hands on the floor in this first set, just trying to keep the hips nice and level, torso stays parallel to the ground, keeping the core strong, body's nice and low. Take about 2 more sets. Last one. Then straighten both legs, bring the feet in just a little bit, parallel the feet and just hanging over the legs for a second. You can let the head be really heavy here. Maybe shift side to side a little bit, maybe sway forward and back. Couple more seconds. Then bend both knees, slowly roll up through the spine. Then pivot the toes outward slightly. We take our side bend the other way. So just taking it up and over the other direction. Bending nice and deep into the side, whatever feels good. A few more moments here. Then move towards that bent leg, find your low lunge. We move through straightening and bending that front leg 5 times. So straighten and lift the hips. And bend and drop it low. Straighten and lift. Bend and bring it low. Straighten and lift. Bend and bring it low. Straighten and lift. Bend, bring it low. One more time. Straighten and lift. And bend and drop it low. Stay in this lunge. You have a few moments to stretch out the front of the hip. So whatever you did on the first side to release the hip flexor, psoas, whatever else feels tight. Few moments here. Nice, and gently start to make your way back to your lunge. Hands come down, you can straighten that back leg and walk your hands towards the side again, finding your side lunge. So this time we'll shift side to side without the hands. So really activate the core and take about 5 sets of shifting side to side. Keeping the body nice and low, really letting the legs do the work here. Press the feet into the floor. Nice, 2 more sets. One more time. Then straighten both legs, bring the feet into about hip width distance, taking kind of a ragdoll shape so you can bend the knees, hang over the legs. Let the head hang nice and heavy, maybe sway side to side. Just releasing through the back of the legs. Then bend both knees, start to roll up through the spine nice and slow. Big shoulder roll up and back once you get there. And grab your resistance band. So we're putting it around the legs first, so getting into our squat series. And I'll probably edit a little bit to add in the sliders, but we'll do that last. So band goes on the thighs. We'll do our normal squat to curtsy. So 5 sets of that. And then we're gonna do our squat to curtsy, but stepping over. So stepping forward into the curtsy. And then we will move into our squat to Shiva squat, so our one-legged squat. And then we'll pause before we do that kind of new combination we did last time. So bring your feet nice and parallel, hip width distance, arms go wherever you want. Squat to curtsy, here we go. Take it down and curtsy. And down and curtsy. And down. And curtsy, and down, curtsy. 3 more sets. Down, and curtsy, and down, and curtsy, down, and curtsy, and down, and curtsy. Last one. Down, curtsy, and down. And curtsy, bring it back to the middle, stand up for a second, momentary break. So next thing we're stepping over into our curtsy, so finding that shift forward, reset your feet as needed. Here we go, take it down, step over into the curtsy, bring it back, and step over, and back, step it over, and back. Step it over, 3 more sets, really low, and curtsy, and low, and curtsy, and low, and curtsy, and low, and curtsy. One more time, take it down, and curtsy, and down, and curtsy. Nice, bring it back to the middle, stand it up. Great break.
My friend always rolls on that one.
Okay, so next one is our squat to our Shiva. So we slow it down a little bit and not doing the full combination, just to our Shiva squat first. So bring feet parallel. Here we go. Take it down and Shiva and down and bend. And down, and bend, and down, and bend, really low, and bend, and down, and bend. 2 more sets, down, and bend, and down, and bend. Last round, take it down, and bend, and down, and bend. Bring it back to the middle, stand it all the way back up. Nice, all right, so next one is our combo from last time. So we're gonna go squat to Shiva, and then that externally rotated, so both legs bend, we point the knee to the side, lifting it to the back and in again. So it's the hard one. All right, so we have 5 sets of that. Here we go. Take it down and Shiva. Extend, keep it turned out and bent. Bring it back in. Other side, down and Shiva. Everything stays bent as you lift the leg to the back. Bring it back in. Through your squat and Shiva. Bring it back and back in. And squat and Shiva. Bring it out and in. Few more sets. Take it down and Shiva. Bring it back and in and down and Shiva and out and in. 2 more sets. Down and Shiva and out and in and down and Shiva and out and in. Last set. Down and Shiva, out and in. Last time. Down and Shiva and out and in. Release. Nice. All right. So next one, I'm going to not actually repeat that series today since we're going to work with sliders for part of it instead. So we'll move right forward. Keep the band on your legs. Next series is going to be our side shuffles. So keeping the feet parallel and the stepping to the side, other way. So it's going to go 2 each direction, trying to keep the body level and even the entire time. So come down to your low squat. Hands can go wherever. You can pick which direction you go to first. Here we go. Take it out, in, out, in, other way, out, in, out, and in. Take it out, and in, out, and in, and out, in, out, in. Step out, and in, keeping the knees nice and steady, in, other way, in, out, in. 2 more sets, out, in, out, in, and out, in, out, in. 1 more time, out, and in, out, and in, and out, in, out, in, and stand, release. So next thing, we're moving into our double pulse at the bottom with one heel lifted. So it's that squat coming nice and low, pulsing with a heel up, and then standing with both heels down. So we have a few sets of that. So bring your feet nice and parallel, decide which heel you're gonna lift first. Here we go. Take it down, down, and stand. Other side, down, down, and stand. And down, down, and stand. And down, down, and stand. Take it really low, and stand. And down, down, and stand. 2 more sets. Down, down, and stand. And down, down, and stand. Last round. Down, down, stand. And down, down, and stand. Release. Nice. So next one is our toes out and in our squat. Let's keep the band on our knees today. I know last time we took it down to the shins, but I don't think it actually works as much when it's lower for this one. So bring the feet parallel. Bring the body nice and low into your squat. So here the toes are just turning out and in, but really making it come from the hip. Here we go. Turn it out and in. And out and in. Out and in. And out. We're aiming for 10. This is 5. And in. And 6. In. 7. In. 8. In. 9. In. Last one. 10. and in and stand. Good. All right, so for this one, we are going to move it down to the shins, so just below the knee. Bring the feet hip width distance. And this is one where we're going to bring our arms high above our head. We're going to take a squat, then gentle release of the leg to the side, then same thing other way. So band just below the knees is going to give you the best placement for resistance for this one. And just making sure you do it with control, so zero momentum here. All right, so arms stay above the head the whole time if possible. Here we go. Take it down, shift and release. And down, shift and release. And down, shift and release. And down, shift and release. We have 5 sets. Take it down, shift and release. And down, shift and release. 2 more sets. Down, shift and release. Down, shift and release. Last round. Down, to the side, and down, to the side, and release. Take off the band.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you doing straight to the side or to the
Yep.
side?
So if you look at me sideways, it's down and to the side. So it's as if we're doing our side lying series.
Okay, I was
Leg.
thinking. Okay.
Yeah, so parallel leg, external like abductors.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing that.
Yeah, I actually almost said something because it looked like your leg was going behind you on the left side, but not the right side.
It was going behind me on both sides.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's play with some slider stuff for
Okay.
glutes. This will be some trial and error, but for the first one, just use one slider, and that foot can be on the carpet or whatever surface is slippery. I'm gonna tilt my camera down a little bit, and then the other foot will stand on the mat. So for this one, it's gonna be moving into a lunge and back, but not like a super deep Anjaneyasana lunge, more like coming down to the knee and stand. So moving down to tap that knee and then pressing through the left heel. So whatever leg is your standing leg, it's that pressure into the floor that brings you up versus pushing the back leg down to draw it in. So we're trying to keep the weight primarily on that standing leg, yeah? So let's take 10 of them on each side. If you've already started, 10 from wherever you're at. So take it down, press into the leg to stand it up. Slide it back and down. Press into the leg to stand it up. Slide it back and down. Press to stand. Slide it back and down. Press to stand. This gets very challenging. Slide it back and down. Press to stand.
Yeah.
Here's 6. Press to stand. And 7. Press to stand. 8. Press to stand. 9. Press to stand. 1 more. 10. Press to stand. Yeah, that gets glute. Cool.
Upper hand.
Yeah, that's one. The guide in the online yoga, whatever that one was, that platform, who did all the cool core stuff with the block. He did stuff with yoga towels on a wood floor, and this was one of the things. So now we get to do the other side. 10 of them. Here we go. Take it down. Press to stand. And the key here is trying not to lean forward as you stand up. So it forces you to use that standing leg more. Take it down. Press to stand. Here's 4.
And keeping the back leg internally rotated, not lay out.
Here's 5. Press to stand. And 6. Press to stand. And 7. Press to stand. 8. Press to stand. 2 more. 9. Press to stand. and 10. Press to stand and release.
Yeah, you also have to tell them to control the back leg so they don't just go into
Well,
a,
yeah, obviously.
but I can see someone just like going into a split if it was too slippery, so.
So we're gonna do the same one, but with the leg going to the side this time. And this is one where you really have to control the leg going out because otherwise you will never get back in again. So we'll do 10 of them on each side. And ideally the slider would go under the whole foot, but if it's small, then just under the ball of the foot like mine.
Yeah.
So making sure that it's almost got kind of high Skandasana shape. So you slide it out, then it's all about the bent leg to stand you back up. Slide it out, stand it up. Slide it out, stand it up. And 4, stand it up. Here's 5, stand up, really press through the heel to stand. 6, stand up. 7, stand it up. 8, stand. 2 more. 9, stand. And 10, and stand and release. That's adductors too.
Yep, definite adductors.
All right, other side. This will be the only slider stuff we do standing today because then we need to get to our first abs. So,
Plank to down dog with sliders under both feet is good too.
oh, I have quite a few ab ones. Okay, here we go. 10 of them on this side. Take it down, stand it up, and down, stand it up. Here's 3, and stand, and 4, and stand, and 5, and stand, and 6, and stand, 7, and stand, 8, stand, 2 more, 9, stand, and 10, and stand, release. Nice, all right, well that's gonna make me nice and sore tomorrow. So releasing that, take a seat down on the floor. So from here we're gonna get into abs. Keep the sliders nearby because we're gonna use them. So let's start with our long planks though. So we're gonna do 45 seconds, forearm plank in the middle, 45 one side, 45 the other side, 45 back in the middle again, with slight breaks in between each side, of course. All right. No, I have quite a few really good slider plank exercises.
Yeah.
So we'll do those today. Okay. So coming to forearm plank, 45 seconds in the middle, in 3, 2, 1, go. And just keeping good form, making sure the tailbone doesn't lift up or drop down. Press the floor away from you. I don't feel that I have to give as many cues when it's only you because you know how to do it.
Do it for a minute.
Okay. In that case, holding for 1 minute. You might regret that when we do the plank slider stuff, but okay.
It's warming me up.
Okay. Yeah, this is the unconventional abs and booty class today because the timing's going to be very different from normal because we're taking longer on certain things. Okay, almost there, 10 more seconds. And release. Okay, moving into one side, I guess we'll do a minute on each side too. So, picking your side plank that you're gonna do first. Minute and side plank in 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Yeah, the sliders are great. They have them as an option at Lifetime. They have sliders, but I'm always nervous to give it in those classes because so many of those people don't use correct form for anything. And I'm always afraid someone's going to injure themselves using them.
I agree. I'd like to get slightly bigger ones rather than these little furniture movers.
Yeah, they're small. They sell bigger ones than that. And there's also companies that make just like athletic sliders.
I know. I'll see if I can find any, but they were all sold out when I tried earlier,
Mm-hmm.
a couple months ago. They're readily available if it isn't for COVID.
Yeah. 8 more seconds. And release. Okay, switching sides. Okay, 1 minute on this side in 3, 2, 1, bring it up.
I'll look when I get done with this while I'm waiting for Whole Foods.
Yeah,
If I find some, I'll send them to you.
cool.
What did I say?
They're just like bigger and there's enough space for a whole flat foot to be on them.
Oh, I know, I've seen them, but what did I send you? Just furniture sliders?
They're small.
So are mine. There's only room for the ball of the foot.
Yeah. No, the guy on the yoga site on Glow suggested using a Frisbee.
Yeah. They're not padded though on top, so for hands it's going to be harder.
And let it go. Yeah, the other ones though, like the ones at Lifetime aren't padded either. They're like discs and they're not hard, but they don't have like extra cushion in them.
Right. Well, my wrists get sore so easily on this floor that I'd have to.
Yeah. Okay, so 1 more minute in forearm plank.
Okay. I didn't know you would do
And then we'll try some slider stuff instead of the normal plank exercises today. Okay, 1 minute, 3, 2, 1, go. Now I've done some great slider stuff with dolphin to forearm plank.
Yes.
It's very hard.
I also like, what am I thinking of? One-legged plank to standing splits, but that's really hard and I haven't done it for so long that I don't know.
Yeah.
You can also do.
The other one's high plank to forward fold.
And you can do it to chaturanga too. You can do,
yeah. 10 more seconds. And release. Okay, let's do a set of back strengtheners before we go into plank. So we'll do our locust lifts. So we'll do 5 with arms forward, 5 with arms in our capital T, and then 5 reaching back.
Okay, sometimes I just hold those. So if you see me hold them.
Either way. All right, so reaching the arms forward first. Here we go. Lift it up for 1, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, down, 4, down, and 5. Arms to the side, same thing. Take it up, and down, and up, and down. 3, down, 4, down. 1 more, 5, and down. Arms back for 5, and down, and 4, and down. 3, down, 2, down, and 1, and release. All right, so first slider exercise. I have to roll out my mat for these because I don't have a good angle otherwise, so no momento.
Yeah, I don't know if I do either. I'll have.
I like having a little more support underneath my arms anyway for these because there's more pressure that you're putting on your upper body. So with 2 sliders, let's do,
What are you doing here?
I know I'm deciding on which thing I want to do first. So I think first we're gonna do high plank to forward fold, but it's a little bit different because there's a few things to think about when doing this that will make it significantly more challenging and use your abs more. So starting in high plank, you're gonna start to press to forward fold. The key is not to take a big shift forward to bring the hips up. So the goal is to try to keep your shoulders aligned over your wrists the entire time and literally just go lifting the pelvis. And it's really hard because you almost have to drag your hands towards your feet. It should have that kind of motion.
I just have to fix my mat because I don't have space.
So we'll start when you're ready with 5 of those, just 5 to start. So here we go. Take it up. Again, try not to shift forward, just tailbone to the ceiling. Then with these sliders, it's hard, but then sliding back into plank. Then nice and slow, up and down and up and down. 2 more, up and down and up and down and release. Yeah, so the hardest part about that is trying to stay on the balls of your feet the whole time and trying to get your hips over the shoulders almost. So imagine you're pressing into a handstand. That's the motion.
That's hard for people who don't have flexible hamstrings because they're gonna have to put their hands on blocks.
I mean, you don't have to get your legs all the way up.
Right, they could just bring them
But
up.
it's the motion of lifting the hips to the ceiling versus just sliding the feet in. And that's what gets the low abs working.
Yeah, I know, I'm pretty sure I'm doing it.
I just noticed that you bring your feet in way faster than me. Yeah, that's good. So try not to let your shoulders shift in front of your wrists at all.
Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
I think your carpet's thinner than mine too. I have to deal with like a very thick level of resistance when I do this.
Yeah, this is very thin.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's try, let's see. This one's easier. So going from forearm plank to dolphin.
Yeah, it might not be for me because of shoulders.
So let's aim for like 5 of them. So once you get set, give it a go. And again, trying to not let the shoulders shift forward at all. It all comes from the lift of the hips and the activation of the abs. Nice. And when you finish 5, let it go.
See, on a slippery carpet, it's just harder to keep your legs in line and not slide out.
So there's one more I'm trying to think of
The other one
what to do.
was
These sliders are just too small for some of the stuff I'd like to do.
Yeah, I know.
Because one of them would be this. So doing 3-legged plank to 3-legged dolphin and back down again. But my sliders are too small, so they move out from under my feet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else.
Oh, one could be, hold on, I wonder if this will work. So twisting it, like tucks in like this. Yeah, that's good. Let's do those. So knees have to go to the right and left.
I don't know if that's going to work on my knees because this is so slippery. The things are just going all over.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Oh, that Jenny, someone has a ton of these on their website. I don't know.
This is a good one. Just straight tucks going in.
Oh, yes.
And out.
Yeah, that's great.
Without shifting your shoulders forward and back. That's the hard part. Let's do 10 of those. Here we go. Take it in, 10, out, 9, out, 8. This carpet has no slip. 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2,
this is hard.
and 1.
One.
Well, that sucks because I can't press my feet back out because the carpet's so thick that I have to press my hands into the floor to get them to go back.
Opening and closing is interesting.
Yeah, that's another one. There's there's tons of stuff you can do.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let's do, I think if there's anything else. I wonder. No, my sliders are too small. That won't work. This carpet's just too thick. The other, yeah, I think that's about all I can do in here with small sliders. I think with bigger ones, it would be easier.
Yeah, that's something just to research. I just got a text from Whole Foods. Hang on one second. I'll say, okay. All right.
Okay, so let's roll back out our mats and move into a glute section. And actually, we can use sliders in bridge, and that will be effective.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I need to see. My sliders don't really slide on my mat, so I need to fold it up again. Hold on. Okay, so just figure out a way so that when you're in bridge, your feet can slide. So you might need to like fold your mat in half and then lay on it with your feet off of it. But it really only needs to be the feet. It doesn't need to be anything else. So laying all the way down, let's keep a block in between our knees because that will be helpful to keep things aligned. And so to start, just have the sliders under the balls of your feet. We're not going to use them right away, but that way they're there for when we want to go into it. So we'll just start with 10 lift and lowers of the hips. So hands by the sides, block in between the legs. Here we go. Lift it up and down and up and down. Here's 3 and down and 4 and down and 5 and down and 6 down, 7 down, 8 down, 9 down, and 10 and down. Momentary relax. So the next thing, let's give this a go. So if we lift our hips up, ooh,
That's gonna be a hamstring cramper. Okay, so hips are up, little slide out and in, which doesn't work with small sliders on thick carpet. So you can do 1 foot at a time. That actually isn't bad. If you lift onto the ball of your feet in your bridge, and then let 1 foot slide out at a time and in, and then the other one, that's actually quite challenging. So let's try that. So hips are lifted, you're on the balls of your feet on your sliders. Now right leg slides out and in, left leg out and in, right out and in, left out and in, right out and in.
That's somehow not working, but you can do it.
Oh, I like it. Well, and the one that would be ideal is 2 feet out and in, but I can't do that on this thick carpet with these sliders because there's absolutely no way I'm getting them back in without my hamstrings cramping. Actually, you can use a foam roller for that one. Like you can have your feet on a roller, your heels, and slide your legs out and in for a really nice hamstring work.
Yeah, I'm going to practice with that because sometimes doing stuff in bridge hurts one of my knees, and I don't like the instability of this.
Ooh, this is good. Actually, I mean, I don't know, you're probably not going to like this, but if you go into bridge and then external rotations, I think like frog shape, and then feet out and in.
That's going to hurt.
Gyro.
That's going to hurt my knee because it's like a Baddha Konasana shape.
Okay, well, let's just do normal bridge then. So, block in between the thighs. Let's do, ooh, let's actually do our toe taps with the block under the pelvis first. So I'm gonna move my mat back to normal. Yeah, we have 10 more minutes, so we'll do a couple more bridge exercises and then do some abs.
Okay, yeah, I want to do this one.
Oh yeah, that's in there anyway. That's in this class. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do our toe taps with the block under the pelvis. So one leg in tabletop, the other tapping the floor. Keep a really strong knitted together front, broad back. Here we go. Bring it through the middle and tap and middle and tap through the middle and tap and middle and tap through the middle and tap and middle and tap, middle and tap, middle and tap. Last round, middle and tap and middle and tap. Now bring both legs to tabletop. Let's try this one. So we have to bring both legs down to tap and up really hard on the low abs. So you have to keep the back from arching, yeah. So tap it down and up. They don't need to actually touch the floor. Down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Let's do a few more and up and down and up. 2 more. Down and up and down and up and release. That gets the low abs.
Yeah, hip flexors too.
Oh, I only felt it in my abs.
What setting do you have your block on?
2. So this one.
Okay, I had mine on 1.
Oh yeah, that's probably why. If you do 2, it's really hard because your legs have to kind of slightly lower past neutral. So then it's really challenging to keep the spine strong and then get them back up again.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into our abs because we've got
officially 10 more minutes.
Okay, you wouldn't want to give me any extra time. I haven't
I-
played nothing.
Oh. Well, I have to get ready for work and stuff too.
I know.
Okay, so, well, the only other thing I would normally give is clamshells. And we've done that series a ton in the last few weeks, so I don't feel like we need to do that right now.
I do them anyway.
What?
I do them anyway pretty much every day.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the half lowers first. So let's do 10 of just straight to the middle and up. So 10 of those, and then we'll do 5 sets adding the twist.
Okay.
So feet are planted slightly further away, core is nice and strong. Remember, we start with the tuck of the pelvis to come down, arms reach forward. Here we go. Take it down, 2, and up, 2, and down, and up. Here's 3, and up, and 4, and up, and 5, up, and 6, and up, and 7, and up, and 8, and up, and 9, and up, and 10, and up, and momentary release, relax the hips. So next one we'll do 5 sets of adding in the twist. So resetting the legs, feet on the floor. Here we go. Take it down, twist one way, and forward, and up, and down, other way, and forward, and up, and down, and twist, 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 and forward. We have 2 more sets, and down, twist, forward, and up, and down, twist, forward. 1 more set, and down, twist, forward, and up, and down, twist, and forward, and up. Relax, lay over legs.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So I have to get more flexion into my lumbar spine because I just don't have.
Yeah, you have to think like you're doing gyro on that one.
You said
Okay,
that.
so next one, let's go into our boat series. And then I'm gonna add a little bit at the end of it. Okay, so boat series, we're gonna do toe taps with bent legs first, then leg extensions in our boat, and then the combination one, so it's extend, open, close, lower, up, tap the toes.
1, 2. Up, bend, block, side.
Oh, I have other plans.
Okay.
That's harder and not just in boat the whole time. Because I think it's harder to move in boat through like multiple shapes rather than just holding a static boat. Because you have to be able to engage and control it more.
I agree.
Okay, so we'll start with just toe taps. So coming to your boat pose, knees in,
Trying to move the whole leg as you tap the toe. 5 sets, here we go. Right toe down and up, left and up, right and up, left and up, right and up, left, up. 2 more sets, right, up, left, up, right, and left, and relax, momentary break. This is especially hard after doing all the slide or plank stuff. So,
Both that they do in Iyengar is start high, but then if you lower the legs, it's actually harder. Like if you get at like chin level, try it.
yeah, we'll be moving through that shape in what I have planned. So, okay, so next is leg extensions.
I didn't say I liked it.
Okay, bent legs. Here we go. Right leg, extend and bend, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left. One more time, and right, and left, and release. Was that 5 sets?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so next one we're gonna do full combo. So start with the toes on the floor. We extend, open, close, low boat, high boat, tap the toes. And let's do only 3 of them because I want to be able to do a couple more things afterwards. Okay, so tap the toes, arms wherever. Here we go. Extend and open and close and lower, back up, tap the toes. Round 2, extend and open and close and lower and lift, tap the toes. Only one more time. And extend and open and close and lower and lift, tap the toes, release. Okay, so the next one, using a little more dynamic movement, we're gonna do tuck-ups with bent knees. So it's essentially moving through low boat to a tuck and back down again. We're just gonna aim for 5 of them. And it's a little more dynamic, so it's less slow control and more just one movement in. So it just looks like this. So we're gonna come down, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and don't tip over. Okay, when you're ready. Oh, you're starting already. Okay, we'll do 5.
See if I could do it at all.
It's actually a lot easier. If you do it a little bit faster and it just gets a different kind of work going, it doesn't feel as strained.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Take it down and up. Think about lifting your knees to the chest. Yeah. And 3, and 4. Nice. And 5, release. That was good.
Okay.
Yeah, so the next one is V-ups. So it's down, we go up and up.
Yeah, I know that's really hard for me back, but I'll try.
Really hard, yeah. It's harder if the arms start behind you. We're not gonna do that.
I don't think I can do it fast.
You don't have to do it fast. Yeah, good.
Oh. That's hard.
Yep. Well, it's even worse when your arms start behind you because then you have to get control of your rib cage too. So you have to go like up and up.
I'm not doing that. These are circuits.
Then you can do reaching through the legs. That one's actually easier if you coordinate it right. So straddling, yeah. Yep. Yeah, but that's the end of those. We did enough on each side. So last one, let's do ball on the shins. So we'll do just the forearm one. So not laying all the way down, but just this one, because I think it's actually a little easier to get the legs almost straight, because you can bring them almost low to the floor. So,
let's aim for 5. Trying to get the legs as low and straight as possible. So just on your own time, whenever you're ready.
I wonder if you could do boat to low boat with the block.
It's very hard because you have to go really slow.
All moves. Oh, it's hard.
That's homework. Cool. Well, that's all I have, technically.
Don't get ready for work.
I mean, I'm not in a huge rush. I have 2 hours, but I'll need a shower and stuff. But yeah, that's all.
Okay.
So I'll do some of that slider stuff next week. The key is that, like, assuming collide joins, she can't do any of the hand-based stuff. So it's a little hard because I don't want to, like, feel like she has to exclude herself from an entire section of class.
I agree.
But there's a lot of forearm stuff that can be done with the sliders. And I'll look up some more glute ones. I know there's a bunch, like some curtsy stuff too, with like the foot on a slider and everything. I just want to test it out before I give it, because I think that it's like, if you do it without control and get too enthusiastic, it results in injury. Like I've had multiple women come to me at Lifetime and say like, oh, I was taking Mary's class and we used the sliders and I think I hurt myself. I'm gonna take it easy. So.
Yeah. And that woman, Jenny Rollins,